showdown of a couple of foes from the Sun Belt. It's the James Madison Dukes and the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Thanks, guys. I spoke with Coach Beard pregame. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. In beautiful Harrisonburg, Virginia, Bridgeforth Stadium. Today, a couple of Sun Belt rivals ready to square off. It's the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers and the James Madison Dukes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Guys, Coach Napier told me before the game, one thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Dukes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Gets it out fast. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Chanticleers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Finds his man. It's Washington. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
And the Chanticleers with the 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
The Chanticleers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Back to throw. It's Bailey. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Looking for more room.
And that's something you're always worried about. The first drive, it's a good play by the defense, but you're worried about your freshman settling in a tough environment on the road, the crowd going bananas. Palmer, he makes the early mistake, and I look forward to watching this kid. How does he respond to some early adversity?
Yeah, he hasn't played in a lot of environments like this throughout his career. There's no question. So this is obviously a major challenge. If I'm the head coach now, I'm pulling him aside, and I'm saying, hey, listen, interceptions are going to happen. Let's get that one out of the way now. Let's learn from it. Let's move forward.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. And they lose the ball out of bounds. Big loss of yardage on that one, but at least they've got another shot. And the Dukes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. It'll be 3rd and long. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. Touchdown, James Madison. A great catch and run for 6.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Chanticleers now ready to go on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 2. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. Makes the catch. Breaks into the open. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage, because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
He makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Right down the middle. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw again. Fires left. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage, because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And the shot to clear is looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. That's caught. It's Courtney. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on 4th down, said it, go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big 1st down.
Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Oh, they're after him. Just a short pass to the tight end.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
That last completion left them just inches short. Now will they take a shot on 2nd down? Motion from the back. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Oh, what a cut! Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
You know, games have ebbs and flows to them, and good things happen and bad things happen, but everything is going this offense's way on this drive. This thing has been textbook. Really nice cadence by the play caller. He's mixing in different looks, keeping this defense on their heels. They have just matriculated the football down the field in control, and now they're in the red zone. This offensive drive has been really impressive.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll run it. And he's in. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And the extra point was good. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Looking to throw, it's Coleman. Fires to the middle. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Making side adjustments here. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Oh, he's got some space. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Might as well give it to him again. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
They're working that left side. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Man, how nice is it to have such a playmaker that you can just dump it off to him. And you just get it to him, and he does the rest. And that's why they do this. They make sure they have a chart that they get this guy the football in space in different ways, and you see why. He chews it up after the catch, making his quarterback look great.
And after that last completion netted a big fat 0, they're looking at 2nd and 10. Off play action. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. They'll move the tight end. Looking for a man. It's Coleman. Gets it to him on the screen. A big 3rd down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range.
And really nothing else the quarterback could have done there. He wanted to throw the ball further downfield, obviously, to move the stick.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Dukes come to the line with a new set of downs.
Here we go. Ready. Ready, 5. Ready, 5. Go.
Fighting off the defender. And the spin move was sweet and athletic, but not necessarily that productive.
And I think this is the part of the field where your alert should go up. Like, the radar should go up. These touch passes, like, to get to the perimeter. You've got the middle really secure with bigger bodies and more people in the box. So, nice job by this defense, seeing the ball spit out wide to a playmaker, being ready for it, and getting him on the ground.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Running to the left. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again. So
makes the catch. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Dukes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, James Madison. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. From the gun, running back gets to give. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Wants to throw. It's Bailey. Got it. Snags it, and he's open. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for the big play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a 1st down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the 1st half.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. On the option. He'll toss it. Maybe some room here. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. They bring him down. A big gain on the option, and they will challenge your ability to tackle in space.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the 1st option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
The Dukes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Coleman. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Go straight ahead. Touchdown, Dukes! Great job by the back on the option.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. They tried to get the wall set up for him. Not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. But see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Handoff to the single back. How about those sweet twinkle toes-like moves as he gets to the 38?
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
And the Dukes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the option. Quick toss. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
What a great job tackling that time by the cornerback. Out on an island by himself. It's just him and the pitch man one-on-one. The offense is trying to go option. They get it out to their playmaker in space. But this guy is good at covering, and he's good at tackling, and he showed it to you right there.
It's 3rd down, and the line to gain is the 36. To the air, it's Coleman. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Stopped just across midfield at the 49, but not before he forces the turnover and sets up this offense.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll start this drive going to the air. The sure hands, it's Gardner. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Chanticleers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Gets it away off his back foot. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Chanticleers will have it first and 10. This time he wants to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Looking to pass. It's Coleman. He slings it deep to the left. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
They'll run play action. Might be looking to run. On the run deep down the right side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. We're just about ready to start the second half. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Duke's offense, and we'll see what they have schemed up. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well. So you have to know where your answers are.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
Right back to the well. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Back to throw, it's Coleman. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the third quarter. Back to pass on second down. They've got the screen set up. Makes a man miss. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Steps away. Unleashes one. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
Got a little space. Got enough for the first. Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
Well, after they struggled running the ball in the first half, you just wonder if this coaching staff made some adjustments at halftime and just said, look, we've got to get more physical and we've got to own the line of scrimmage. After that successful run, they got to keep doing this here in the second half.
He'll throw it. It's complete on the right side. And the defense drags him down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Finds the tight end. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Looking for a man. It's Coleman. Throws to the tight end. Working the middle. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
And he tacks on the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. From the shotgun, the inside give. Picks his way ahead, pick up of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And I know that wasn't a big game, but this offense needed that, man. That back-to-back picks on back-to-back possessions, they got to get something going, get some good mojo, get everybody believing again, and settle their quarterback down.
Wants to fire on second down. Unloads to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Now the play fake. Skips away from pressure. Throwing on the run. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Trying to get behind the defense. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Trying to take it back.
Welcome to the National Championship game at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. It's the Miami Hurricanes against the Ohio State Buckeyes. Kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. Bringing it out, it's Lyle. And it'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it.
I tell you, those plays can be so frustrating as a quarterback. You read the defense really well, get to the check down, throw it to the back, and he just drops it on the outside. That's when your leadership has to come out. As a QB, go up to him and say, hey, shake it off, I'm coming right back to you.
Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Big completion like that early in the game is huge for the quarterback's confidence. Now you feel like you can do that over and over and over again. This play caller needs to start putting the ball in his hands now. You build the momentum through a completion like that. You got to utilize it. Go back to that well.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught in the backfield. It's Fletcher. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Defense all over that 1st down throw. Short gain makes it 2nd and 7. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. He's stopped right at the line. That's sure tackling.
You're trying to get the ball out quickly at or near the line of scrimmage, and you're just hoping that you can find a seam and that the defense won't pursue and tackle well in space. But this playmaker on the outside not able to get loose. That's a good job by the defense and no gain for the offense. Stopping the run is about being sound fundamentally and schematically. You got to be where you're supposed to be in your gap, but then you got to fight. And this defense is fighting off blocks, making tackles. They're doing a really nice job.
Kicks it a little too far. Bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Drive starts at the 25. Now goes in motion. Dropping back. It's Sayin. Looks toward the sideline. Finds the running back. Solid game there. He's out across the 30.
That's a good find by the quarterback. These early 1st downs within the series, they're so important to establish momentum. And now you've got to take that momentum and carry it with you. Try to get this ball down the field and go get points on this series.
Fighting him off. Refuses to be stopped. Wow, juke the 1st tackler. That was enough to make the 1st down.
Chris, there are some players that when they have the ball in their hands, they just hate to be tackled. And that's this guy. He's always fighting for extra yardage, and here he's able to get 2, 3, 4, 5 extra yards after contact.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Here comes the rush. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Well, we knew this was going to be a key for this defense. They had to impact the quarterback, make him feel you in that pass rush, and they're able to get to him and hit him as he throws. That play right there, that'll pay dividends the rest of the game.
They misfire on 1st down, so it's 2nd and 10 from the 41. Keeping it on the ground here. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47.
That's just a really nice job by the running back and the offensive line. They're persistent in the run game, and it pays off for a first down.
The Buckeyes with 1st and 10 here. And he drops back in the gun. Lets it go quickly. Grab down the middle. It's Johnson. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Chris, give credit to this quarterback and this offense. They continue to be patient and just continue to make first downs, and now getting the ball across the 50. Clearly now in scoring range, and as a quarterback, you've got to think to yourself, no sacks. You can't take a negative play and knock yourself out of field goal range.
Caught near the sticks. And Smith. Touchdown, Ohio State. They strike first in this national title bout. And for this offense, that possession was more like it. Maybe they flushed out some of the early nerves in this championship game. Really executed that time to jump on top.
I totally agree. That first series, it really didn't look like them. We've covered them all year long, in particular down this stretch run. And that first series really wasn't what they were all about. But this is the brand of football that we have seen over the last few weeks. It's efficient, it's physical, and in particular on the outside, these guys can go and get it. So beautiful drive right there and sticking it in the end zone, garnering that early momentum, huge for a national championship game.
And the Miami offense is back on the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his big tight end. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. He goes down quickly, but that's a takeaway for this defense. Important play. Okay, so here comes the offense back on the field again. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And that run produces a decent game.
You know, Chris, one of the things we don't talk about enough in quarterback play is the decision-making in the run game. And here in the RPO, he makes a great read. He's not throwing the football. It doesn't go on his stat sheet, but he hands the football off on a beautiful read, and it's a nice productive game for this offense.
Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Oh, he makes the catch. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be first down from the 14.
That is a good job by this wide receiver and the quarterback, recognizing the zone coverage. When you've got a crossing route, you've got to sit down in that window. You see it zone, sit down, give the numbers to your quarterback, and he's able to put the ball on the frame.
Got an opening here. Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run.
Well, that is too easy right down the center of that defense. Great job by this offensive line, in particular in the middle of that offensive line. Guard, center guard. Getting the job done, covering up color, and that's an easy run for a big gain from this back.
Powers to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from that 20-yard line. First down, looking to throw the football. He's running out of time here. And that pass is incomplete. No idea who he's trying to throw it to.
When we talked with the coaches, they said this was their concern. Their offensive line trying to hold up against this pass rush. And here, right away, they've got the quarterback under duress.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. The pocket breaking down. On the run, he'll let it go. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Solid pass rush here as the quarterback has to leave the pocket out to his left. Remember, as a right-hander, I don't love the idea of trying to force the ball down the field and get that explosive play. That is way too difficult of a throw. I'd rather rather see him try to get something completed under.
The ball is loose. The ball bounces out of bounds, and the offense will hold on to possession.
Chris, this is a great lesson for any ball carrier. As you're nearing that sideline, that ball really needs to be in the outside arm. So, if it comes out like it does here, it just goes out of bounds. No harm, no foul.
Makes the catch and has space. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Miami, as they answer with their first score of this title game.
That is exactly what the doctor ordered in this situation. Tight ball game, and they drive the length of the field. Great execution from everyone on the offensive side to go all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And the return man steps out at the 28. Offense moving to a bunch formation. Scanning the field, it's Sayan. Fires it to the wideout. Caught over the middle, it's Smith. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. And the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Handoff here from the shotgun. Not much on that play, brought down short.
Now this defense is in a perfect situation. You're creating an obvious passing situation for the offense, and you can get these pass rushers going. Get them out on the edge, let them get after the quarterback, and create havoc in the backfield.
He's got it in the open. It's a solid game to pick up the 1st down on what'll be likely the final play of this 1st quarter. Ohio State has the lead after 1. We've reached the end of 1 in this battle for the national championship. Before moving on, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the 2nd period. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. The sure hands. It's Jackson. Brings her to the end zone. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Chris, this group is so good. You give them just a little bit of momentum, they're going to take it, and they're going to use it to build a big lead, and that's what they've done. And now this is a precarious situation. Unless you get a score going the opposite direction, this one could get out of hand.
PAT is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lyle. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. On 1st down, it's play action. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
It looks to me like this quarterback is really struggling seeing the defense. This is just zone defense, and you can tell he's not very comfortable, and he's sitting in the pocket. He doesn't understand where his eyes should start and where he should go with the football, and because of that,
it's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Tackled after the return, but a huge takeaway. Could be a momentum shift right there.
He's just been off all day, Chris, and he hasn't been able to recover from these mistakes and these early turnovers, and now multiple turnovers on the day. Again, I've always said, true mark of a quarterback, how do you respond to mistakes? And today, he just has not responded well.
Suddenly, off the interception, it's 1st and goal for this offense. Now with 1 second left in the play clock, they'll spend a timeout. They have 2 more to work with here in the 1st half. The Buckeyes looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. A handoff from the shotgun. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
That's exactly what you want to do on offense here. You've got the lead, and then you've got a short field. Put the pedal down. Get in the end zone, and now they're able to do that. This offense is in a great rhythm. That needs to continue the rest of the day.
And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Lyle. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. He escapes the pocket. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, and he dropped that one. A great chance at his second interception of the game. Second down play coming up for this offense. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Escaping the pocket, now moving to his right. The QB throws his third pick of the day.
Well, you never want to turn the football over, but you especially don't want to turn the football over when you give your opponent a short field. This is an ill-advised throw. The quarterback has got to make better decisions than this. He forces the football, and it's a turnover, and now the defense is setting their offense up for success. A short field, got to capitalize with a touchdown.
Swarm for the pass rush, a sack.
This is a no-chance play as a quarterback. This defensive end is getting off the ball so quickly. He is electric. That first step, he gets to the quarterback so quick, he's got nothing to do but protect the football. And thankfully for the offense, he's able to do so.
Looking to pass, it's Sayin. Grab down the middle, it's Smith. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back. Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. Can he get there on the ground? He's brought down, but good for a first and goal at the 4.
This offense building into third down success, getting to 3rd and 1, and then they can allow the offensive line to win up front. This is a nice job by the back, finding the soft spot and getting the conversion. Again, though, 1st and 2nd down success is what leads to 3rd down success. When we talk with these coaches, they talk about the key for the defensive lineman, in particular in the middle of that line, is block destruction. Look at him get off the block, and he's able to make a play, this time in the backfield.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. Bites into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This is exactly what you're trying to do, is take advantage of quality situations. And here they're set up with great field position. You walk on the field as a quarterback specifically, and you're telling your guys, we got to punch this in the end zone. That's exactly what they did.
The extra point is good. Now it's a 4-touchdown lead, 35-7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lyle. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time. They're behind the sticks on 2nd and long here from the 12. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Caught behind the line. It's Fletcher. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers. But he stopped short of the first down. And the Canes hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Looking for the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. He's brought down, but an explosive play for this passing game. The Hurricanes will have 1st and 10 here. It's the 2-minute timeout for this offense, running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. 1st and 10 play coming up. And he'll set up to throw. The pass rush closing in. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Chris, there's so much emphasis put on third down, and rightly so. That's really the action play of the series. But the third down success or lack thereof, it really happens because of what happens on first down. And here, this defense creating a negative play on first down is setting them up for success here down the line.
A quick throw to the right. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Boy, this defense is very good. I've been impressed, Chris, in particular on film, how many times they knock the football away. These defenders are just always in phase, make it very difficult on any offense to complete the ball.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Grab by the receiver. They'll stop him short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up fourth down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Turns it loose downfield. Incomplete. A huge fourth down stand by this defense. Defense makes the stop. That'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, I understand the aggressive call. Remember, they're not getting the ball to begin the second half, to begin the third quarter, and so they're trying to be aggressive, put a score on the board, and cut into this big lead. But now, man, this defense better bow up. If they go out there and give up a score and kick the ball away to begin the third quarter, this could get out of control.
So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Ohio State will call their second timeout. A chance to huddle up on the sideline and figure out the next move. The offense starts with a short field. To throw, it's Sayin. Running out of time in the pocket. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Once you're outside of the tackle box, you can live to play another down as a quarterback, and he just throws it away. I like that decision. Didn't feel like there was much open down the field.
2nd and 10 following the incompletion, number 37. Looking for a receiver. Throws it to the right. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
With this tight end, hitting that corner route can be like stealing. He's got the matchup, and he is so good. He is fast, he's big, a good frame, and he's great with the ball in the air. He's got good hands as well. This tight end is a weapon, and the quarterback is using him as such. To defend the screen well, the defense, you've got to recognize what's going on right away. I thought that their recognition was just a touch slow, but credit them in the pursuit and getting back on track and making this tackle before the running back can get a first down.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Looking to throw here. Running back grabs it on a screen. Touchdown, Buckeyes! This offense cannot be stopped. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Bringing it out, it's Lyle. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down. So now Miami will use their first timeout. They have 2 more to work with before halftime. They look to throw it here on second down. Contact as he let the ball go. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
No. You can't make that throw as a quarterback. The defense is all over that. The eyes are in the backfield. It's zone coverage. They know exactly where he's looking, and he's staring at his intended target the entire time. That throw has got to go in a different direction.
Wide open downfield. And he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Canes. That was huge. We talked about the importance of this drive. It's been a struggle fighting from behind in this game, but now to cut into the lead before halftime. How important is that, Joel?
So important. That was a vital drive for this group, for their momentum and for their self-belief. And now they can go in at halftime and make some adjustments. You can take the success of that drive and you can build on it and potentially come out and have much more success in the third quarter and fourth quarter. Well, they were clearly prepared for what's going on here on the onside kick. And this is a great job covering this one up, getting the ball, and now setting up their offense with good field position.
So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Dropping back, it's Sayin. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp.
Just not quite on the same page. There are some days you get to the park and it's just not working, and this is just an incompletion that I can't explain.
Incompletion makes it second down. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Now the Canes will go ahead and spend their second timeout here. They still have one more in their pocket for the rest of the half.
A sack like that on second down is a drive killer. Now third and forever, and now this pass rush, you know, is going to have their ears pinned back. You're in a one-way go. This is a perfect opportunity to try to throw a screen, maybe a draw, trying to force this ball down the field. This is when turnovers happen.
Quick throw to the left. The pass is intercepted. They bring him down, but a chance to turn that into points just before halftime.
Chris, I think the true measure of a quarterback is not how you're playing when everything's going well, but how quickly can you bounce back from a mistake. And here, interceptions are going to happen, but what does the quarterback do moving forward? How quickly can he get back into rhythm?
And looking to throw now on first down. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Just get the sense that he's forcing the football down the field. That's a tight window throw, and he's trying to fit it in there, and it gets easily batted away. He needs to allow the offense to work for him and take what the defense gives him.
And they get him down what will be the final play of this first half. The Hurricanes will kick it off to begin the second half. Return begins inside the 10. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. And this offense trying to build in a very impressive first-half performance, trying to stretch the lead right away here in the third. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
This is exactly what pops up on film in preparing for this defense. His recognition, getting into the backfield, stopping plays before they ever get started. Look how fast he recognizes what's going on and then his instincts to go make the tackle.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Back to pass. It's Sayin. Receiver makes the catch. Oh, and he's in the clear now. Goes out of bounds, but a solid gain that moves the ball outside the 40.
That's a good find by this quarterback to move the chains and create another first down. And now you got to keep this momentum going. Take this ball, try to move it all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
The offense really clicking here. They'll run it with the draw play. Gets the first and still running. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45. They continue to feed the running back who's been a big part of building this lead. Joe, you wonder at halftime, is the defense going to do something to try to contain this guy, slow him down anyway.
Chris, I certainly thought they would adjust on that defensive side like you suggest, but if they don't, why not just feed him over and over and over again? If they're not going to stop it, don't go broke taking a profit.
The 5-yard gain is a win on first down. Sets up now 2nd and 5. Quarterback drops back. Catch made on the right side. They stop him, but it's a first down.
And there you go. That's a nice completion by this quarterback, and he's able to move the chains here on this series. This quarterback just needs to continue to do this, find the open man, and hit him with the accurate pass.
95, 96, square. Booster. Move.
On first and 10, looking to throw. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Just been a dominant day from this group, and now a big lead here in the second half. It's so difficult to stop this offense. Their defense has played well, and that's led to this huge lead.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lyle. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. Pitch play to the back. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
I think his best strength is havoc plays. He's constantly in the backfield. It doesn't matter if you're throwing the football, he's after the quarterback. You're running the football, he's in the backfield, tackling the running back. He's constantly in the backfield, which is just a pressure situation if you're on offense.
It's a nice game. He'll move the football up to the 27. The Canes looking to run some tempo here.
Man, seeing a passing game in rhythm is so fun to watch, and here this quarterback is clearly in rhythm, playing with a lot of confidence, and he gets this ball all the way down the field. It's a nice play by the wide receiver. It's just great execution all the way around.
Offense in a good spot here on 2nd and 4 after the 6-yard completion. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Grab behind the line. It's Vaughn. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. And looking for a big play here. It's picked off again, the 4th for this QB today. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30. Set up at the 30. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. First down, looking for more now. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. They continue to lean on the running back. He's had a solid game. When you're ahead of the scoreboard, Joe, you love to be able to just turn and hand the ball off to a guy like this.
Well, Chris, this is certainly their DNA as a program. You're going to try to ride those body blows that you had early in this game to more sustained success later in the game. Look for them to continue to lean into this run game. And as we've seen in previous weeks, that's when they really start chewing up the yardage.
Looking to pass. It's Sayin. And he drops it. Can you believe it?
It really comes down to rhythm, Chris, and right now it just doesn't feel like the quarterback is in rhythm. Listen, it's there. They can complete this ball, but again, just not on the same page.
We'll try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. That's enough to move the sticks and give him a first down at the 41.
For an offense, it's always important to stay ahead of the chains, and that's how you convert on 3rd down. So a nice pickup there for the offense.
Looking to throw it on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, he can't connect with the wideout that time. Incomplete.
This group is just not on the same page right now. The timing, something about this offense seems off, and clearly the quarterback is feeling that.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Has the first down and more. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Buckeyes. A tough one all the way to the end zone. What determination. So the explosive touchdown play by this elite running back. We knew coming in, Joel, this was the guy who's got to carry this offense. And wow, has he stepped up.
I'm so impressed when we all know who the guy is going to be. He's the focal point of the offense. Guess who knew that? The defense. And yet they still can't stop him. That's how good he is and how good they are in front of him on the O-line. Terrific job by this group. Great game plan, and obviously getting your star going, that's a huge plus.
And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Well, this is exactly what you need to do on first down is continue to stay on schedule and keep your quarterback out of those long yardage passing situations. The run game is doing a good job, and you got to give the credit to the offensive line. Continue to churn yards on first.
It's caught. He's got room. Goes out of bounds, but a solid gain. He's just short of the 40. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They keep him off balance with a run. They make the stop, and that's going to bring the third quarter to an end. Ohio State is on top here, Joel. And in this battle for the national championship, it has been a beatdown so far. Not what you hope for. Let's review how we got here. And let's see if a comeback is in store here as we start the fourth quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48. The Canes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. With a first down on the ground, that's been something that's been hard to come by for this offense here. There's still time, though, to get the running game going.
Chris, it has been tough sledding running the football. Even that first down run, there's just not a lot of room, not a lot of success. It seems like this defense is fully committed to stopping the run game. Maybe time for a play-action pass? I think it should be coming up.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He bought some time, now lets it go. The receiver makes the catch. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Big-time conversion to keep the drive going. First down now from the 30. And the Canes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They go back to the receiver, who's had a really effective game. He cannot escape. It's a sack. Those big guys up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. They're going to run it here. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Oh, that's a really good job by the defense. Being gap sound, there's nowhere to go for this running back because of the fundamental football being played on the opposite side. This defense is where they need to be, and then they're making the tackle. Really good job defense.
Touchdown, Hurricanes. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Well, they finally get some success and cut into this lead, but it might be too little too late at this point. Probably need a couple of onside kicks. There's just not that many possessions left in the game.
See if they can convert the point after. And it's good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage.
Right, here we go. Here we go.
Looking to throw. It's Sayan. Moves out of the pocket. And he just throws it away.
Chris, they told us they were going to be aggressive, and listen, they're being aggressive to the end, still throwing the football up big here. And Holly, it's going to be a bit of a salty handshake down there with these head coaches. Maybe have your head on a swivel.
Offense getting set. It's second down. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Grab down the middle. It's Johnson. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory. First down now at the 40. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Looking deep to the right side. The pass is caught, but they say he's out of bounds, so an incompletion.
I'm always a fan of an offense being aggressive and taking a shot down the field, and I really love these 4 vertical routes, Chris. This is a concept that I used to love throwing, but as a quarterback, you've got to identify the coverage, and then you got to stand in there and make a quality throw. Here, I just don't feel like he gave a good ball down the field.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Looking to throw yet again. Oh, look, he's chucking it deep again. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. And the Miami offense is back on the field. An inside give now from the shotgun. Past the 25. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. They get him down, but that was the kind of explosive chunk play this offense has been looking for. So after the massive play, it's first down just outside the red zone now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete that time, just out of reach of the receiver.
Chris, in this situation down big, this 4 vertical route concept, just have it on repeat. You basically call it every single play.
Looking to pass here on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Fletcher. And he never had a chance. Tackle in the backfield.
The number 1 key to defend the screen pass is the ability to diagnose that it's going on, and this defense does a remarkable job. Look how quickly they understand what the offense is trying to do, and then they're there for a negative play. That's an outstanding job and just a defense that is very prepared.
The pass falls incomplete on the scramble. That's good coverage.
Well, this defense told us their goal on every series is to end the series with a kick, whether that's a punt or a field goal. And here, a stop on third down, in particular leading to 4th and long, it looks like they'll be able to achieve that objective as the field goal unit really should come on the field.
Receiver makes the grab. No, he didn't get there. Tackled short of the marker. That is a crushing play as they try to cut in to this lead.
When they're trying to rely on those yards after the catch to pick up the first down, it's just not there. Chris, the pursuit and the ability to tackle in space, that's what's showing out for this defense, and they get off the field on 4th down.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down. Set of downs after that completion. And he heads out of bounds, moving backwards on that play. Didn't want to take the hit.
This would just drive me crazy as a running back coach, watching my running back run out of bounds, losing yardage. Hey, man, you got pads on. Lower your pads and try to get me at least 1 yard. What are we doing?
And the loss there puts him in a big hole at 2nd and long. Tight end goes in motion. Takes off in a bootleg. Looking to scramble. On the run, he'll let it go. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Really good timing from this secondary. The contact arrives right when the ball arrives, and it's able to dislodge it. Great job from them. Incomplete pass.
Fakes the handoff here. Looking to throw it. Gets rid of it on the move. Oh, and another incompletion.
Boy, tough decision here for the head coach. I think they're probably going to punt this one away, rely on their defense. With this field position, I think that's what they need to do.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. We'll see what he can do with the return. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Oh, look out, he's got open space. Breaks. Here he goes. The 30, at the 20, crosses the 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Miami.
Well, it's certainly too little too late here in this ball game, but moving forward, having some success like this to put on film and evaluate as a team, I think that can be important. And, Chris, they can get better from this point moving forward.
And he's got it. The two-point conversion to make this a 16-point lead, back within 2 scores. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the first play at the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. Grinding away on the ground. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
How sweet this must feel for this group to know that you're about to win the national championship. All that work that you put in throughout the entirety of the offseason, and here you're seeing this clock wind down to 0. Holly, we're on Gatorade watch at this point. When are they going to get the coach?
Coming after him. Goes deep off his back foot. Oh, and he dives to make a beautiful catch there.
Well, it's nice to get that pickup and stop the clock, but they've got to move down the field in a hurry. They've got a lot of ground to cover, and they've got to get in the end zone.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. Play action here on first down. Defense is coming after him. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Chris, after they built that big lead, we've seen this defense get a little bit too cautious. They need to be more aggressive, go out there and get a stop. You cannot allow this offense to just sit there and take shots down the field.
Looking for a gap. It's Jackson. He's got a crease. They make the tackle, but this running back just continues to churn out the yards. What a game.
Yeah, Chris, I like this play right here because after a 2nd and 10, what you want is just a manageable third down. I've always thought, like, hey, get half of this back, create a third down that's more manageable for the play.
Oh, he's got open space. They bring him down, but that first down is all they need to clinch the national championship. And the celebration begins. All they've done all season, Joe, it took one more well-executed running play to secure a championship, and they do it.
Chris, look at this celebration. There's not another weight room session or sprint or meeting or practice or game. This is it. You just won the national championship. What a moment for these guys.
And a timeout taken by the offense to stop the clock with 12 seconds remaining. Been a really solid drive, but now a challenge here coming up on 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Sayan. He'll take a deep shot. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Could take it all the way. And the defense is going to win this game, crushing any chance of a comeback. Now they can secure the W by just kneeling down. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the ball. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook?